And coming up, the match that we talked about a little bit earlier, guys. And this is it, Zero Gravity, Tommy Suede, and the Cruiserweight title on the line.
Right.
What a matchup this is going to be.
This is Tommy Suede's last chance for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Right. Final, finito, done.
That's the last time, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. All right, let's go to Scott Matthews.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WXW Cruiserweight Championship. Introducing the challenger, making his way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 202 pounds, Smooth Tommy Suede.
And there she is, the beautiful Ariel, leading out the challenger here tonight for the Cruiserweight Championship, Tommy Suede, who in the past couple weeks here in Rage has come out with a new attitude.
Yeah, she's got a great set of attitudes.
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh,
get your mind out of the gutter there, Mr. Baldman. You were still mesmerized by Kamala's gut.
Yeah.
And there you see Tommy Suede, who told me he's going to give it 500% tonight against Zero Gravity to retain the title. He felt
and
he should never lost.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 208 pounds, the WXW Cruiserweight Champion, Zero Gravity.
Here he comes. My choice for champion right there. The man holding the gold.
And one thing for sure, Mark Clemson, this is going to be a very fast-paced match. Both of these young guys, terrific, highly skilled young wrestlers.
Two of the best cruiserweights in the nation by far. And you're seeing it all right here at Sportsfest for the coveted WXW Cruiserweight Championship. And look at this stare down right here.
Whoa!
Between Suede and Zero Gravity.
And another boot and a chop by Tommy Suede. A lot of love in this match.
Suede off the ropes. Big short tackle, knocking down the Cruiserweight Champion. Suede up and over. Nice leapfrog there by Zero Gravity. Suede off the ropes again. Leapfrog there by Tommy Suede. Nice move. And a spin kick caught Zero Gravity underneath the chin. And another one stunning the champion. Oh, a couple chops there in the ropes. And look out, Zero Gravity on the floor, right out here in front of us.
Zero Gravity right out by our broadcast booth on the floor. And he is definitely stunned by those kicks and the chop.
Look out, Tommy Suede. Looks like he was going to fly. Zero ducked it, though. And now, whoa, wait a minute.
Hey, no, what the hell?
What is this?
Look out.
Ariel's in the ring. What is she doing?
Once again, Zero Gravity wasting a little bit of time. Ariel up and over springboard senton right there on Zero Gravity, using her own boyfriend as a rappel. And now Suede up and over the flying crossbody block on the champion in the grass.
Now, with her getting involved in this, that's grounds for disqualification. That should be it.
It's all you do is complain. That's all you've done the entire night. Too many
listen
Samoans.
here, you punk.
You should be disqualified.
Mike just agreed with me.
That's
just
Yeah,
the way
I
it
really
is.
did.
That's a first. And
It is a first, but you know, if it were the other way around, he probably wouldn't have said that.
That's right. A nice standing shooting star press by Tommy Suede cover.
If we're going to be fair, let's keep it fair on both sides, all right, Ball guy?
I always do.
And a leg draw. Oh,
You keep it up, you'll be back cleaning porta potties there.
oh, no, that's Zero Gravity now with an STF on Smooth Tommy Suede. If Suede gives up, no more chance for the title. This is it. Suede's going to dig down deep and trying to crawl to that bottom rope, which he
gets
does.
the strand of rope, the referee calling for the break.
Smart strategy right there by Smooth Tommy Suede. Knew exactly where he was in the ring and got his hands in
And
that
he's
bottom.
kicking the knee. Look, he's trying to take the kneecap out.
And look at the
Tommy
rage
Suede.
in Zero Gravity's eyes as he delivered those kicks. But Suede caught him with an elbow as Zero Gravity came charging in the corner.
He ran into that elbow. Look at this off the top rope.
Standing moonsault by Tommy Suede, taking down Zero Gravity. Suede collecting his thoughts right here.
If you're just tuning in, it's live WXW action. This is the big one, Sportsfest 6, the World Series
That's right.
of professional wrestling. I'm Mike Mittman along with the Bald Guy, and Mark Clemson ringside.
Here we go, Zero Gravity's going up top. We're gonna see a shining example as to why this man's champion.
Shooting star press on Tommy Suede.
Using one of his own moves against him.
He stole Tommy Suede's shooting star press, but only got a 2 Suede kicking out.
Go up for another.
Calling for another.
Go ahead.
He's going up again.
Zero Gravity's going to do everything he can to retain.
Nobody's there.
Corkscrew 450 by Zero Gravity. Smooth Tommy Suede getting out of the way right there. And now both men slow, trying to recollect their thoughts. They know the importance of this matchup right here tonight. And then you see that kick right to the side of the head
What
by
a kick
Suede.
that was. You could hear that all the way back here in the broadcast.
Knocked him into next week. Suede now slowing down the pace of the matchup with those kicks to the side of the head. Scoops up Gravity and slams him hard down to the mat. Tommy Suede now measuring up, the Cruiserweight champion, and he's calling for the top rope, Mr. Baldman.
And here he goes.
This is where he's his most dangerous.
We said this was going to be a high, quick-paced match.
Here we go. Corkscrew 450 splash on Zero Gravity. Suede with the cover out. Zero Gravity kicked out
I
after
thought
two.
he had it. He barely kicked out at the right before the count of 3.
Zero Gravity showing just what kind of champion he is. He will do anything to retain his title, kicking out after that corkscrew 450 by Smooth Tommy Suede.
What's he doing?
Look out! Nice senton maneuver right there by Smooth Tommy Suede. Once again, both men out in the grass area. And if I were Ariel, I'd watch out. 'Cause you know, he just nailed Tommy Suede in the back of the head with that Cruiserweight Championship. What kind of champion would do that?
I don't know, but if I were Ariel, I would come over here and sit on my lap.
Now that's grounds for disqualification.
Right, here we go. Look, look.
There's Ariel up the top rope. Look, Ariel's up there. She's up there.
And 450 splash by Ariel, taking down both Smooth Tommy Suede and Zero Gravity. Clutch maneuver right there by the valet of Tommy Suede. Once again becoming an integral part of the matchup.
We didn't know this was a handicap match.
And that could have hurt Smooth Tommy Suede as much as helped him right there.
Looks like both of those guys got hurt.
And there are stones and mud all over the back
Yeah,
of
it's not
Tommy
pretty.
Suede.
Both men though back in the ring. Spinning head scissors takedown right there by Smooth Tommy Suede. And now Tommy
Ariel's
Suede,
in again.
she's
What's she
back in the
doing?
ring. That's the third time she interfered in the matchup. Spinning head scissors by Ariel while Tommy Suede had the referee distracted.
See, now she knows Suede doesn't stand a chance.
And Suede with that nonchalant cover. Zero Gravity kicked out after 2. He might have had the matchup won if he would have hooked the leg.
And a kick for a good measure by Tommy Suede.
Suede now picking up the Cruiserweight champion. He smells that title. He wants to walk away.
He's definitely
From
fighting
Sportsfest.
with a sense of desperation. This has to be it.
And listen to those chops in the corner by Smooth Tommy Suede. Whips Zero Gravity in the far side of the ring. Here we go, he charges. And a nice tiger walk right there by Suede.
He said, come on, look at this.
And another head scissors takedown by Smooth Tommy Suede, who seems to be the
Follow him
aggressor.
into the corner.
Tommy Suede seems to be the aggressor in the matchup, but Zero Gravity caught him. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. This is Suede's move. This is Suede's move right here. Kryptonite crunch by Zero Gravity. Suede's very move used against him, but Suede kicks out after 2.
And look at the disbelief by Zero Gravity. Cannot believe that Tommy Suede was able to kick out of that move.
Zero Gravity hit the Kryptonite crunch, thought he was going to win the matchup, but didn't. And now has Smooth Tommy Suede in a double underhook. Looks like he might try for a powerbomb, but right now softening up the challenger. Once again, Suede blocking it though.
Zero needs to keep his head about him.
He did keep his head about him.
Well,
and that's what saved it right there. That's using your head if ever I saw it.
Now
Yes.
Suede with that double underhook. Tiger driver,
my God.
Tiger driver by Smooth Tommy Suede.
This
on
has
Zero
to
Gravity.
be it. This has to be it.
2, 3. Did he get no? Referee called the 2.
He said he didn't get it.
The referee said a 2.
From here, it looked like he had it.
Tommy Suede hitting that Tiger driver. Thought he had the 3 count.
Both of these wrestlers, Mark, giving it every last ounce that they have in their bodies.
And they're doing it right here at the granddaddy of them all, Sportsfest 2002.
What action,
And-
what excitement, WXW. And what was that movie, Sopranos?
Suede landed hard in that top turnbuckle. Zero gravity now following up. Has smooth Tommy Suede and nailed the hurt from the top rope. Clutch maneuver right there by the champion.
Nicely executed right there. Zero gravity. Looks like he's pulling it back together.
Gravity now looks like he's gonna fly.
Going out on that top.
Telling some of the fans out here ringside.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
Zero gravity up on the top rope. Ariel pulls the rope.
For the fourth time in this matchup, Ariel
What is she
plays a
doing now?
factor. Look at this. She has zero gravity up. Oh, what for? By zero gravity taking down Ariel as she went for a Hurricane Rana. Zero gravity doing what he had to do to escape that move, and you see the rage in the eyes of Smooth Tommy Suede.
And you know what? She's in bad shape. I think she hurt her neck.
And right now,
really bad.
Suede is making a mistake. Zero gravity has the title.
Oh, he got clocked by that belt, but the referee didn't see it.
Referee is taking to Ariel. Zero gravity with a nice move. I wouldn't call it nice. Maybe a clutch move right there, nailing the belt over the head.
The referee down the
This
count.
is it.
Oh no,
Foot
look at
on the rope.
that. Feet straight over the middle strand.
And still, Cruiserweight Champion, Zero Gravity.
A devastating loss, Mark,
Tommy
for Tommy
Suede
Suede.
can no longer, as Zero Gravity is the champion, go after the WXW Cruiserweight Championship. Bald guy, you might say, Ariel cost him the matchup.
In a way, she certainly did. Getting into the ring that last time definitely proved more beneficial for the man right there with the gold, Zero Gravity.
Let's take a look at that. There's Ariel.
This is what the third time she interfered in the matchup. Nice 450 splash right there,
That was
taking down
awesome.
both men. And this is what sealed the deal, I would say.
Here's the finish right
for
here.
Tommy Suede.
Yep.
Ariel trying to go for that top rope Hurricane Rana, but Zero Gravity catches her and takes her down with a nice power bomb, which distracted the challenger enough for Zero Gravity to get the title, like you see right here. Nail him.
Wham!
Over the
Right
back of the
over
head.
the neck with that belt. The referee out of position.
And that's it. Zero Gravity can no longer go for the WXW Cruiserweight Championship.
Certainly a disappointing night here.
Now look at this. This is
For
beautiful.
Tommy
This
Suede.
is it right here.
Why did Zero
Look at
Gravity?
the leverage.
Why
Look
did
at
he
the
need the
leverage.
ropes?
3.
But you notice he had
And
his foot
it's
on the
done.
ropes.
All right. Wow.